What if one of the biggest reasons Japanese children seem calmer, more respectful, and surprisingly independent has nothing to do with strict rules, expensive schools, or endless parenting books? What if it all comes down to a single parenting principle that many American parents are now trying to understand and copy? Across social media, parenting forums, and child development discussions, one Japanese parenting rule keeps showing up again and again because the results are hard to ignore. Kids confidently ride public transportation alone, help with household responsibilities without constant reminders, and often display a level of self-discipline that leaves many people wondering, how do Japanese parents do it? The answer might be much simpler, and much more powerful, than you think. The rule is known as shitsuke, a Japanese concept that is often translated as discipline, but that translation doesn't tell the whole story. In America, discipline is frequently associated with punishment, consequences, or correcting bad behavior after it happens. In Japan, shitsuke focuses more on teaching children how to behave correctly before problems even appear. Instead of constantly saying don't do this or stop doing that, parents spend years helping children understand expectations, routines, and social responsibility. The goal isn't to control children. The goal is to help them develop self-control. That's a huge difference. From a very young age, Japanese children are encouraged to participate in everyday life. They help set the table, clean up toys, organize their belongings, and contribute to family routines. These tasks aren't treated as special achievements deserving rewards every time. They're simply part of being a member of the family. This approach quietly teaches responsibility without turning every action into a negotiation. While many American parents feel exhausted by constant reminders and power struggles, Japanese parents often focus on making responsibility feel normal rather than optional. A major reason this works is because Japanese culture places strong importance on omoyari, which means consideration for others. Children are taught to think about how their actions affect the people around them. Instead of asking, what do I want right now? They gradually learn to ask, how will this impact everyone else? This mindset changes everything. A child who understands omoyari is more likely to clean up a mess because they don't want to create extra work for someone else. They are more likely to wait patiently, share fairly, and cooperate naturally. The behavior comes from understanding rather than fear. Another fascinating aspect of Japanese parenting is how little attention is given to constant praise compared to many Western parenting styles. That might sound shocking at first. Japanese parents absolutely support and encourage their children, but the focus is often placed on effort, consistency, and improvement rather than endless compliments. This reflects the philosophy of Kaizen, the idea of continuous improvement through small daily progress. Instead of celebrating every tiny achievement, parents help children understand that growth happens step by step. The reward becomes personal satisfaction and mastery rather than external validation. This connects directly to one of the most powerful lessons American parents are beginning to appreciate. Many children today grow up expecting motivation before action. Japanese parenting often flips that idea upside down. Action comes first. Motivation follows. A child may not feel excited about cleaning their room, helping prepare dinner, or organizing school supplies, but they learn that these habits are simply part of daily life. Over time, those repeated actions build confidence, competence, and independence. It's a subtle system, but the long-term results can be remarkable. Japanese parenting is also deeply connected to minimalism and intentional living. In many Japanese homes, there is less clutter, fewer distractions, and greater emphasis on maintaining order. This isn't only about aesthetics. It directly affects child development. When children grow up in organized environments, routines become easier to follow. They know where things belong and what is expected of them. Tokyo-style efficiency isn't just for adults navigating busy cities. It begins at home, where children learn that simple systems create smoother lives. What's especially interesting is that Japanese parents often allow children more independence than many people would expect. Independence isn't viewed as a privilege earned at a certain age. It's viewed as a skill that must be practiced. Children are gradually trusted with age-appropriate responsibilities, whether that's running small errands, managing personal belongings, or solving minor problems on their own. Instead of immediately stepping in to rescue them, parents often provide space for learning. This builds resilience in a way that lectures never can. Of course, no parenting system is perfect. Japan faces its own challenges, and cultural differences mean that not every strategy can be copied exactly. But the growing interest among American parents isn't really about becoming Japanese. It's about recognizing a principle that seems universal. Children thrive when they are trusted, guided consistently, and given opportunities to contribute. They develop confidence when responsibility becomes a normal part of life rather than something forced upon them later. Many experts believe modern parenting has unintentionally drifted toward overprotection. Parents naturally want to help their children succeed, but sometimes too much assistance prevents kids from developing essential life skills. The Japanese approach reminds us that children are often capable of more than we think. They don't need perfection. They need practice. They don't need constant supervision. They need opportunities to learn. And they don't need every obstacle removed from their path. They need the chance to overcome challenges themselves. At the heart of this parenting rule lies a lesson that extends far beyond childhood. Shitsuke isn't really about raising obedient kids. It's about raising capable humans. By combining responsibility, omoyari, kaizen, and everyday independence, Japanese parents create an environment where good habits become second nature. That's why so many American families are paying attention. The real secret isn't stricter discipline or tougher rules. It's teaching children that they are valuable contributors to the world around them. And when kids grow up believing they can help, improve, and make life better for others, they don't just become successful adults. They become the kind of people every society hopes to create.